Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved on the island, beginner's playthrough. What I'm doing is going to go grab the stuff from my old house first initially. What I want to do is move everything I can over here. I'm going to have to make several trips, but I'm not going to show you guys all that. I'm just going to kind of jump forward and show you. I'm going to grab a bird in case I need it. You know, on the way I might see something I want to tame or something like that, so I'm bringing it with me. So what I'm going to do is just drive the boat over there, load the boat up as much as I can, pick up the rest of the dinos, and I'm going to come back here and continue working on my building. I think what I'm going to do is, the next project I'm going to work on is my greenhouse, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to kind of fast forward to when I get home. No reason for you guys to watch this whole thing. It's a boring drive. There we go. As you can see, I'm almost there. And you can see my bird move, so I must have stopped and did something. I don't remember what it was I did, but I did something. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, like I said, is pick up all the dinos I can. I'm going to get them all. I'm not going to leave any dinos here. And then I'm going to pick up some of the equipment and stuff I have. So any of the items I can get, like the artifacts and stuff, that's what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some stuff here. And let's see here. I'm going to grab these dinos, these underwater ones first. Because that's after I do the greenhouse, what I'm going to start working on is my underwater pen over there. That's my goal, is to get those two things accomplished. So there we go. They're all picked up. Let me see what's in this bag right here. And there's a bunch of biotoxin in there. And for some strange reason, as you guys watch me do this, I'm picking up a bunch of fish meat. So I have some fish, and I leave the biotoxin. I should have took the biotoxin because that's the most important thing that was in that bag. But I left it. And by the time I get back on my server, it's probably going to be despawned. That was not very smart. So there's those guys. I hear my parasaur going off, so I'm just looking around a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put those guys on my boat. Figure out where I'm going to put them at. It don't matter where I store them because I'm not going to be gone long. I'm just going to be here long enough to pick up stuff and move forward. Don't have room in the fridge. That box is almost full. Well, that one's got a little room. Well, it's got a lot of room. Let's just dump all this meat in here and stuff, and you don't need to watch this. I'm going to fast forward here. Just put most of it in here, though. And I'll probably put the dinos in there too. Alright, so now I'm back in the house here. This is me picking up my dodos on the second floor. So I got all those guys picked up. Crafting some more of these soul balls with the Dino Storage 2 mod. Let's come up here and see if there's anything up here. And what I'm trying to do is see if I can pick up the trophy wall mount, and I can't. Sometimes you can pick up these things, but I cannot. So I'm going to have to rebuild those. And then I'll get the trophies later. So I'm curious if I can pick up the tech replicator, and no, I cannot. So without the superstructures or storage plus mod on, you can't pick them up. So I'm going to have to remake all that stuff. So that's the bummer about moving. And my parasaur's still going off. So let's pick up the rest of these dinos. Let me get my soul gun out. Go ahead and pick up old Pooper here and level up guy. And get my dung beetles. Come on, get the dung beetle. Can't get him. Should just open the door in the first place, huh? That would have been smart. Let's take that fertilizer. I'm gonna need it. Like I said, I'm gonna work on the greenhouse first, so I can keep all this fertilizer. Let's get my parasaur, my other raptors, and that should be everybody. Yep, nothing else over here. So just want to make sure I got them all. I don't want to leave anything over here because it'll starve. So fast forward, I unloaded them. Now I'm gonna grab all these artifacts, because I'm going to go ahead and remake these pedestals. As you see, I can't pick them up. So we're going to have to remake all those. But I'm going to go ahead and take my artifacts with me. I'm going to make an artifact room or something. Over here, I did them outside the building. I thought it was kind of cool looking, but it's not what I want. I made a square building, so I'm going to have to figure something else. Maybe I'll make a cool looking artifact building. I don't know. I'm not a very great designer as some people are on this game. But I just like making buildings that are functional. So let's go ahead and dump these off. I think I have 2 of the Skylords sitting out. So I can't pick up both of them if I got one in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and dump these off. And then we're going to go upstairs and get the rest of them. Because they are on the roof. And then guys, when I get to the greenhouse, I'm going to do it like a speed build. I'll talk through it, but I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. I don't want to sit there and go slow because it was like probably an hour or so of footage, and there's no reason for anybody's going to want to watch somebody making a greenhouse for an hour. That's boring. All right, so you can go ahead and take all these artifacts, the flags and all that stuff. I'll get more stuff later. I'm not going to pick it all up now. I'm on the server by myself, so it doesn't really matter. No one else is going to steal my stuff. I'll take the polymer, a little metal, and the black pearls. We'll leave the rest, because that pretty much almost weighted me down where I can't move. But I still got 2 more artifacts to pick up. There's one. And one more. I think that one's the brute right there. Alright, we got them all. Now we're just going to jump off the roof. I got my tech boots on. I'm good. Absorb the shock. Put these in the same box and on we go. And as you can see, I'm back home now. I just kind of fast forwarded. And as you can see, I'm going to back my boat up. So I want to show you guys this part, because if I haven't shown this before, it's pretty interesting. With the motorboat, you can actually back it up. So I'm going to use this like a moorage, whatever you call those things where they park boats. You know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys will be laughing at me how dumb it sounded. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to park it in here. As you can see, I'm getting pretty good at it. So I'm just going to back it up all the way. Make sure I'm right. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. There we go. So then I just unloaded the boat and put stuff in here. And I was going to make the greenhouse, and I realized I don't have any of the greenhouse pieces. So I got to relearn the Ingram. A little bit ago, Wildcard did another update, a patch, and it wiped out everybody's Ingram points. So put you back to 0. You had to click them all and relearn them all. And anything you learned, you had to learn all your levels. But you had to learn the Ingrams, and I didn't have most of these. So I'm just making sure I have everything I need for this greenhouse. I need the flat roof, which I haven't selected yet. There we go. Alright, and then I'm just going to craft them all. They're crafted in the smithy. I'm not going to show you guys all this. And here's where I'm going to speed up. Once I got all this stuff started making, I'm going to speed the video up and just show you what I'm doing, so you guys can actually see it. I might put some music in the background really low, but we'll just kind of keep it basic. I don't want to be too loud. So I need a little bit more metal here. Let me grab it out. You see I got tons of metal. Plenty of metal. You guys watched me harvest quite a bit of it when I went to the mountains. But there we go, and we're going to speed up here in just a second to show you guys the build. So I'm going to run a water pipe from the bottom of the house to the roof. I'm going to build this greenhouse on my roof where the birds are. So here we go. As you can see, I already have this up, and what I did was I tried to set the pipes down a couple of times and messed them up. I like them at an angle, but you're going to see in a minute I'm going to have to refix this too. I'm taking down the railing because I want to try to pick up as many pieces as I can, because I want to save it all. If I just replace them, you don't get as much. So, but if you break them, sometimes you get more. Now here's where the tricky part is. When you have 2 roof tiles together, as you can see, I had to take a roof tile out to make sure it was setting the right way. And then I'm rebuilding that roof tile and putting it back. So, because those greenhouse walls will snap on either roof tile, and you want to make sure it's on the right one so they all line up. And that's where I made a mistake. So, I'm kind of figuring this out as I go when I'm building this thing. I'm not knowing exactly what I want it to look like and where I want the walls. So you see I had to pick the pipes up and remove them because it wasn't sitting right. So now we're back to the walls. I've taken another ceiling tile out. I'm going to place the door frame there and then put the walls around it. And then what originally I was thinking of was trying to make it kind of like a square, but that's too boring for me. I like the slope roofs. So I'm putting a back door in the back, and hopefully the slope roof will not stop me from being able to get in and out the door. Sometimes they do. That's why originally I was thinking a square, because I wanted 2 doors on this thing. And so now that I have all the slopes in, we're going to start throwing the slope roofs on the other side. I'm testing this door a couple of times. As you can see, it works. And I'm not getting stuck. So I'm throwing those. I had to go remake some ceiling tiles. Let's put those in. And there we go, guys. That's the actual greenhouse build. That's what it looks like. I went and made all the medium crop plots, and that's what I'm putting down in here. You only need medium ones for when I'm growing. The only thing you really need the large one for are for the big plant X or plant S or plant Y species plants. You don't need them for regular crops. So I'm just trying to line these up as best I can. As you can see, I'm going, this is really fast sped up, but it looks like I'm going slow because it took a while to line them up. It's not very easy to do. So once they have the greenhouse effect, which is 300, and they have water, then I know I'm good. So then I grab the paint, and I'm going to speed through this as well. You don't want to watch me painting the whole building. It's really boring. But basically, I'm going to paint it green, and some highlights are going to be white, like the door I'll use here, right here. I'm putting the handles and stuff white a little bit, so it has some kind of flash of color instead of just plain green, because that's boring. But as you can see, we'll do the whole thing. I'm just going to speed through it all. Boring, boring, boring. And then I'll just let the music play. When I get to the end, I'll show you guys what's going on. And this is so boring. If you have a paint sprayer, it's a lot easier than this. This part is so bad. And I don't know why I didn't make a paint sprayer. I actually have one, I think, at the other building. I forgot to grab it. But as you can see, boring, boring, boring. But I wanted to show you guys this part because you can put a greenhouse on the roof. You can put a greenhouse pretty much anywhere you want. And now I'm slowing down because I'm to the end. It doesn't really matter where you put them at as long as you have water to them and they're protected. This is on my roof. Nothing's going to get up here. Like I said, I'm the only one on the server. No one's going to mess with it because it's just me. I'll just finish off these last couple of pieces, guys. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. I hope this was kind of helpful, showing you guys a kind of basic build for a greenhouse. It's not complicated. It's a good design. It does get 300 greenhouse effect. It does have the water. Everything's water. You can put quite a few crops in here. What I do is 2 of each, and then usually 3 narco berries, and I usually have an extra plot left over. Alright, and as you can see, I put seeds in them all already. I kind of fast forwarded that part, didn't even show you guys, but there you go. So if you guys like the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.